Hello, everybody. Mr. Starchman here. Welcome to English 9 Course Expectations. I'm going to run through the rules and the procedures that are going to make you successful in this class. Especially since we're going online, there's going to be some things that are going to change a little bit. This is available in Canvas as well, so you can look at it at your own pace. Let's go ahead and go through it. The course description. Welcome to English 9. English 9 is freshman level. Every year you're at Mariposa County High School, you will take English. It's one of the few courses you have to take all 4 years. This is a year-long course. It's designed to be an introduction to the study of the short story, novel, poetry, nonfiction writing, and Shakespeare. We will read and respond to literature in a variety of ways, including class discussions, writings, cooperative groups, response logs, and projects. You will read and write daily for different purposes. Much of what we do will address several of the Common Core standards, which will help to prepare you for larger assessments. And you are expected to be a responsible, active participant in this class. Your thinking matters. I want to know what you have to say about these topics. A lot of times I'm asking your opinion, and sometimes I'm asking you what you think the story was about. And other times I'm going to ask you to tell me exactly what the story says. There are different ways for you to tell me if you understand the content, but I want to know what you think. Don't worry about what others think. What do you think? The core curriculum. Some of this may change. It's our first year going digital, but this is what we've taught in the past, and it's what I'm going to try to stick to because it's what I know and what I've taught for 20 years. Short stories, The Sniper, The Most Dangerous Game, The Scarlet Ibis. Novels, The Crossing, Of Mice and Men, To Kill a Mockingbird, and Romeo and Juliet is our play that we end the year with. For nonfiction, there will be excerpts from autobiographies and biographies. Poetry from such authors as Langston Hughes, Maya Angelou, Robert Frost, Shel Silverstein, many more. And for writing, there's all sorts of different ways to write. Think writes, various responses to literature, essays, poems, dialogues, creative writing, which is my favorite, and research projects. Here's the materials that you need. You have to have your Chromebook. It's got to be working. I do not want you taking this course on your personal computer, on your iPhone, on your Xbox, or whatever other way you can do it. It's got to be on the Chromebook because we're going to be using something called GoGuardian. I can see your screen. I can help you in real time. You have to use your Chromebook. If for any reason your Chromebook's not working, you've got to tell me immediately, and I will pass that on to the people who are in charge of tech. You got to use your Chromebook. Canvas for English 9, that's going to be the program that we use, and that will be on Google. On your Chromebook, and we're going to be using Zoom to talk like this as well. The Crossing by Gary Paulson. It's a novel, and Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. My goal is for those both to be available for you to pick up at the high school because I don't want you having to read everything off the screen. If you're anything like me, your eyes start to go bleary after about an hour, and these are books that you can look at and read and have in person. At times, I want you to have some paper and writing utensils. There's times I'm going to want to do some little activities with you where you're going to write something and hold it up to the camera, so have those handy. And mostly what I need from you is flexibility, patience, and a willingness to learn. I've been doing this for 20 years, and my goal is to make this the best year ever. These are weird circumstances, I understand. I'm having to create things from the ground up that I've been able to pull out a binder and just use in the past. I'm going to work really hard to make this the best year ever, but I need you to be flexible. I need you to be patient, and I need you to be willing to learn, and I'm going to be the same way with you. Here's our code of conduct. These are kind of the rules. We're not in class, so it's a little bit different. Students are responsible for proper behavior during online learning. If you wouldn't do it in my class, don't do it over Zoom. Always use a computer in a way that shows consideration and respect. It is not acceptable to use obscene, profane, threatening, or disrespectful language. Remain on mute unless you are presenting or responding to an assignment. Always be aware of your background as you welcome your fellow classmates and I into your home. This is strange for us to be seeing each other's houses. And so I've been very careful about what I have behind me, not any interruptions, nothing that's going to distract you. And I want you to do the same for me. Think about what's behind you at all times so that we don't have to boot you off of Zoom for something inappropriate. I take integrity and authenticity of student work very seriously. Please do not cut, copy, or plagiarize internet content or the work of your online classmates. Teachers do utilize technologies to check for authenticity. Copying, knowingly allowing others to copy from you, and/or misusing internet content will result in disciplinary action. There will be times when we all have the same answer, and that's going to be fine. But if I'm asking you to write something creative and you have word for word the same thing as your friend, you're both going to get a 0 because you borrowed it or stole it from them. If I ask you to do some research and you just go to Wikipedia and cut and paste and claim it as your own, we're going to have problems. So I will tell you how to take things off the internet and then cite it as a source so that I know where you got it from. But please do not just cut and paste and fill something in and think that's going to get the assignment done. Security and safety is a high priority, especially when the system involves many users. If you identify a security and or safety problem in the school's computers and or educational platform, please notify our principal, Ms. Azevedo, and there is her email address. Remote learning correspondence is not private. Never say, write, or record anything that will earn you a consequence. And protect your passwords. Keep them secret from anyone except your parents and guardians. If you lose your password, there's nothing I can really do the day of. I can take that request and try to figure it out. But just like if I lost my password, I can't turn to you and say, hey, can you log me into my computer so I can teach today? Keep those things secure and private. If something is broken, you got to tell me ASAP. I even have this happen in class where a kid will be sitting there and we're 10 minutes into a project and I come by and say, why aren't you writing? You know, I don't have a pencil. And for some reason, they just thought that I would figure that out. And if they don't have a pencil, I give them a pencil. They don't have paper, I give them paper. But I can't read their minds. And so you've got to be your own advocate and tell me if something's not working. We're not in a classroom where I can see that you don't have a pencil or paper or whatever it might be. But if your Chromebook is broken, it will not magically fix itself. Your email password won't magically start working if you just ignore the error messages. You must be proactive and ask for help. If I don't see you for 2 weeks and you come back and go, oh, I didn't do anything because my Chromebook was broken, I'm not going to have a lot of sympathy for you. But if you tell me, you email me, you use your phone, you get on your personal computer, you have someone call me, and you say, my Chromebook is not working from day one, there's going to be a lot more leniency as we try to figure out what we can do to get you back online. In-person requirement. This is synchronous. This means we're going to be all together at the beginning of every class period. And I only see you twice a week. I expect you to be online right when the class starts, and we're going to meet on Zoom. We are not going to be on Zoom for an hour and a half. I know that your Wi-Fi might be slow, mine might be slow at times, and so that's why I'm making these recordings. So if you can't get online, you can at least go to YouTube and Canvas and still succeed in my class. But I need you to be ready to be on Zoom as soon as our class starts, twice a week. If you are not, I'm marking you absent, and you're losing about a third of your points for the course. You are required to join each session at the beginning of class using Zoom on your Chromebook. As I said before, not your personal computer, your iPhone, your Xbox, etc. The Zoom link will be posted daily in the announcement section of the class in Canvas. It's along the left side. It's really easy. You click on announcement, and I'll update it every day so you don't have to go searching through your email or a calendar to find the Zoom link. If you don't show up, you will miss out on points, and you will be marked absent. If you can't connect for whatever reason, you will email me immediately, or you will be marked absent. If you can't get on and you let me know within the first 5 minutes, I'll find some other way to communicate with you that day. If you can't get on and you just go, oh, well, not doing school today, I'm marking you absent. You got to reach out. You got to be your own advocate. And all major assignments and readings will later be available on YouTube, so there's no excuse to not complete work. All these videos I'm doing are not required. I could just hope that Zoom is going to work every day, but I know it's not. I know how the internet can go out. And so I'm making these videos because I want to make sure you have access. I am being responsible. Same way I need you to be responsible. If you can't get online, you immediately contact me if you can't get through the Zoom meeting, whatever it might be. That's the first part of class. I'll introduce something like this assignment, and then I'll have you take off, and we're going to have independent work during class. My class lasts for 90 minutes. But we will not be using Zoom for the entire class. During the asynchronous portion of the class, I knew I was not going to be able to pronounce that when I was under pressure, you will be able to work on the day's assignment independently. I will be available for the entire period to message with questions and to help all students through the Canvas platform, email, small group, Zoom, whatever that might be. I'm not going anywhere, but for a portion of the class, you'll be working independently and I'll be available for help if you need it. Just like in class, I give you an assignment and I'd walk around the room and see how you're doing. This time is for English. I will respect your time and focus on this class. You will respect my time and focus on this class. Homework. Your main homework will be to complete whatever you didn't get done during class. And I'm trying to build this so I'm not piling a bunch of stuff on you. I'd rather have 2 or 3 meaningful assignments every week instead of just giving you 8 things that are busy work. And that's always been my way as a teacher. I want to make it meaningful. I can tell you every time we do something, this is why this is important. You will also have a little bit of reading to do or videos to watch before the next class, but it will be light. Most can get done during our class session if you are focused and on task. If you do not complete an assignment during the week, you will be required to attend class on Friday to work with me one-on-one. If you do the work, you get a 3-day weekend. Those Fridays are office hours to catch people up. If you're caught up, you're good to go. Office hours, here they are. Every Friday, depending on which period you have me, you can see where the times are, and I'll be available during those slots. And just let me know, email me, and I can meet with you. And if you're behind, I will expect you to be there, or I will mark you absent. This time is used to complete work, check in, catch up, chat, etc. If you haven't turned in this week's work, you are required to attend office hours. However, you are welcome to come to office hours anytime you need additional help. Here's our grading. 25% is going to be those moments that we're together, where those Zoom meetings, and I'll have a little activity that we'll do together. 45% will be that independent work, and then 30% is going to be assessments. And so that's going to be anything where I'm going to have you guys finishing a paper, or taking a quiz, or if we're writing a story, that might be the final draft. You can see the grading scale there, pretty typical. I want to talk about late work real quick. You will lose 10% per day for late assignments. After 5 days, I will still accept complete late assignments for up to 50%. This could be the difference between passing and failing my class, so take full advantage of this policy. Yes, 50% is an F. So is 0. If you know anything about math, there's a big difference between 50 out of 100 and 0 out of 100. If you did 50% of the work the whole semester, you're going to fail. But no one does 50% of the work the whole semester. They usually keep up and do 70, 80, 90%, and then they forget some major assignment or they blow it off. If you turn it in, those points will build your grade up so you can pass my class. I do have a cutoff for all late work, and it is that Friday before finals week. You got to give me some time to grade stuff if you're going to turn it in late. Extra credit. Just do the work, folks. On most assignments, there will be a minimum word count. Minimum means average. Average equals a C. So if I say minimum 100, don't aim for 100. Aim for 200. If you write more, you can earn an A or a B. On some assignments, if you expand your thoughts well beyond the minimum, I will award bonus points. So I might have you write a short story, and I ask for 250 minimum words, and you write 500 words. You went twice the limit of the average. I will give you bonus points. The bottom line is this: do the assignments fully and completely, put in your best effort every day, and you will pass this class with a strong grade. The students who fail English 9 are the students who do nothing. I've had kids who sit in my class and they fail because they refuse to do any work, even when I'm sitting next to them, holding the pencil on their paper, asking them what they want me to write. If you put in the effort, you will pass. You put in good effort, you'll pass with a great grade. Here's my contact. Best way to contact me is through my email, and there is my school email. I'm checking that constantly. It's open. I'll see it within 30 seconds if I'm sitting in front of my computer. I respect and appreciate well-written, grammatically correct emails, and I will be able to address your needs if I can understand what you are asking. Think about what you would say to me in person if we were having a conversation, and write your email using those words. Avoid texting lingo, emojis, acronyms, lowercase I. I don't like that. Hashtags, GIFs, etc. And here is an article that I'd like you to read on your own to learn how to write an email to your teachers. This is going to do well for you throughout this year, throughout high school, throughout college, if you read this article and you treat emails like a formal document when you want help. Now I'm going to have you take a quiz. You go to Canvas, and underneath this assignment, I'm going to give you some points for reading through this slideshow, and you need to complete the quiz in Canvas. It is open note, meaning you can use a slideshow, so you should ace it. Good luck, and welcome to English 9. I'll see you soon.